Here. Hi guys, how are you? Saudi Cap? Yeah. Good job. And then let's walk around here. More food up here. This is a corner where lots of people come to get delicious Thai, pad Thai food. Let's just quickly get in front of this car. This area here has been put on by the Thai king. He said that he wants to throw all the country's resources at fixing and supporting this operation. This is some of the food that's on offer. Come and have a look. What's this food here? What do we have here? We've got some fruit. We have some vinegar here, some sweet potato. Is it aroy tasty? Aroy? Yeah. Okay, let's keep on going. More food along here. This basically is a support area. This is Elle. How are you? How long are you going to stay here for? I've seen you every day. You're always giving out food. Are you going to stay here for long?
Yeah, and when the complete mission,
when you complete the mission, you're going to leave. So you're going to stay till the end.
Yeah.
Okay. Your seat. All right. We'll see you again tomorrow. That's Elle. She's helping to give out the food here. A bit more rice and limes here. Some spice. Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look at another question here. Okay, drilling out is the best option to bring them out sooner. Well, that is an option they're exploring today. We've heard from colleagues up there that they're looking at putting a big drill down through another promising looking hole. What we've seen over the last more than 10 days of this operation is that many of the drilling operations up there have led to dead ends. They haven't managed to get down to the chambers, but they won't stop exploring these options. It could be the best way. There's a three-pronged approach. Either they drill down, they dive out, or they sit and wait it out. So that is definitely an option. Let's keep on walking. More food being cooked here. Look at this. It's a 24/7 operation here. In the evening, you'll see food being cooked around the clock, being given to these workers. Look at these workers here, mud up to their waist. They've probably been at waist deep in water inside the cave network. Hi guys, how are you? Good? Okay. All right, let's have a look in here. We're seeing lots of drinks that are being given to the workers as well. All sorts of support stuff here. We've also seen free massages today. That's been a new addition to the many things that are available here to support staff. Now, if we walk up a little bit further, I can show you this area up here where they give out medicine to support staff. So if you're feeling, there were two support workers who were pulled out of the cave complex because they fainted. They were working around the clock. So some of the first aid comes from this area here. Now, I'm going to introduce you here to Ben. Ben is a volunteer who's been, who actually of his own volition came to help the operation here. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, Ben, you're from Chiang Rai. You're living in Chiang Rai at the moment.
Yeah, that's right. That's
and what happened when you heard the news that the boys had been found on Monday? What did you do when you heard the news?
Oh, it's quite true because this is what we're waiting for to find the boy. We hope they're alive and they're safe. They're trapped in there for maybe 9 days already, which is quite tough for them to stay in the dark without food. Just only the water they can drink. It's quite tough for them. And I just feel a bit sorry for them because this really shouldn't happen.
You have children yourself. You said to me earlier on that you felt very an affinity with what the boys were going through. Also, your wife is currently pregnant, but she told you must get down here and help the operation.
Yeah, because we want to get through the rescue mission to get through, and then she just say, okay, you better go and help them what we can do, and then that's why I just came here and help what we can do.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for that. Good luck with everything you're doing here. You're doing a great job. I'm just going to bring in a few more questions here. And I apologize if I get this pronunciation wrong. Tomin Dili says, what are the risks of drilling to save them? Well, we've heard actually in the last half an hour that some of the drilling operations, you could cause a collapse of a chamber. So you have to be very careful when you're drilling through these rock structures not to disturb that geology. You have to be careful that you don't hit a weak point in that rock, and that could cause the whole cabin to collapse. So I've got another question here from Mahendra Dalvi. Have the divers located the place where the buoys are trapped? If so, divers cannot bring buoys one by one to the surface of the water. Well, yeah, they have found the area where the buoys are trapped. They're actually about 5 kilometers into this 10-kilometer long cave network complex. They're currently on a muddy sand bank, or mud bank rather, about 1 meter above the water level. They're trapped in this pocket. There's air there. They had a little bit of food when they went in because they had gone into this cave complex to celebrate a birthday party. But they're currently in there with this team of medics who are teaching them how to dive. Imagine if you were a child, you're between 11 and 16 years old, as these boys are, with their coach who's also in there. They're part of this football club called the Mupa, or the Wild Boar team. That's what their nickname is. Imagine if it was your first diving lesson and it was in a cave complex which is dark, the water is so muddy you can't see in front of you. That's a really difficult prospect. So what they're going to do is take their time, teach the boys how to use the apparatus. What they're looking at is using full face masks rather than the traditional mouth apparatus, so it's easier for them to use it. The risks, though, of taking them through the cave network are very high. I mean, these are tight passageways that are flooded and dark. If you're a small child learning to dive for the first time and then going through that network, pulling a rope or being pushed along by a diver with strong currents hitting you, that could really lead to a panic attack or could cause problems along the way. So they're going to wait to make sure that everything's correct and safe before they try it. And just a quick point is that we've heard that if they do get out, they will go one by one and they'll make sure that they take the strongest first. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up now here, but I just want to show you over here behind me. This area is very important to the operations here. It is where the message will come through when they decide to move the boys out. This is the command center, the nerve center of the search and rescue operation. These guys work 24/7 communicating with all sorts of equipment, radios, with phone networks, and they are looking to be on standby to make sure that when they get the call, they'll be ready to get the boys out. Okay, so let's have a little walk around this way. There's a little bit more to show you. These are some visitors. Saudi Cup. How are you? Yeah. Hello. Hello. Saudi Cup. Yeah. How are you?
Fine.
Why have you come here today? Maybe we can use Ben here. Hey, look, here's Ben to help. Ben, can you ask her why did she come here today?
ตอนนี้มาทำอะไรนะครับ
มาแจกอาหารอิสลามค่ะ
she just bought the
มา
food
จากเชียงรายค่ะ
food.
Brought some food
Yes.
for the search and rescue workers.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, that's very kind of you. What did you cook them?
ทำอะไรวันนี้มาครับวันนี้ทำอะไร
วันนี้ทำแต่งเนื้อค่ะ
อ๋อ
เราทำเนื้อทุกวัน
is just kind of the beef must
จะได้ทุนมาจากเขา
A beef
curry.
A beef curry for the rescue workers.
Yes, that's right.
It's important to say that Thai food bonds the nation. Everybody loves food in Thailand. Right? It's a very important thing. So that's a nice gesture from you. Yeah.
We prefer the spicy one too.
Spicy
อั
food.
นนี้มันจะออกเผ็ดๆหน่อยใช่ไหมครับ
เราจะออกเผ็ดๆหน่อย
We're going live on this phone as well at the same time. So yeah, it's a very meta experience here. Let's just have a quick look at this latest edition. Ben, maybe you can come with me.
Okay.
This is going down very well with the search and rescue workers who have to work. Thank you, Saudi Cap. A lot of workers have to work round the night, so they need caffeine to keep them going. And this has become a real popular hit with the workers. Coffee, iced coffee, made to order. Right, I've got one more question before we finish. This is from Alexandra Bradshaw Wood. Why is there a race against time? On the news last night, it was reported that it's going to take rescuers weeks to bring these boys to the surface. Hope that they are reunited with their families soon. Okay, well, this is because of the rainy season here. Every year around this time, rains come and they're torrential. What we saw in May was the amount of rain that was dumped on this area was twice what it normally is. It's normally very rainy at this time, but it was double the amount. That's why this cave complex flooded. At the moment, we've got a clear weather window. That's like very very fortuitous for the teams here. It's been sunny for the last couple of days. It's been very hot, it's very humid here, but that's really good for the workers. If it's not raining, it means it's easier to move around, and it also means that the water levels are dropping inside this cave complex. Let's have a quick look at some search and rescue guys going off, or perhaps finishing the day. Saudi Cap. Yep, there they are. And what it means is that with this weather window, with this good weather, they think in the next few days it's going to stay dry. The bad rain, or the heavy rain rather, is going to come again on Sunday according to BBC forecast. Now they're pumping out today around 1.5 centimetres an hour's worth of water, so it's dropping by 1.5 centimetres in there an hour. Last week, or the week before this, it was around 4.5 centimetres. They had a bit of a problem with the pump today, but they're cracking on with that pumping operation. If they can drain this area, then the boys potentially could just walk out the way they came in. But given that the rains are coming again, there's a risk, and that's why there's a race against time, that might not be an option. So they're going to explore all the options and make sure they choose the right one before they make any decision. Right, I'm going to leave you with a final shot just up here. This is where the press conference happens every day with the governor. This is where we get the updates every day on the latest news. At the moment, journalists hanging around waiting to find out what's going on. I'll leave you with this shot. Thank you very much for joining us on this Facebook Live on the BBC News website. See you again soon.